Warden, in the name of the Regent, I am placing you under arrest for the murder of Rendon Howe and his men-at-arms. Surrender, and you may be shown mercy.
We've been through worse scrapes than this. You don't need to turn yourself in.
Are you sure this is what you wish? I'm surprised this ended peacefully. Bring the Warden. Loghain doesn't care about the rest.
Eamon, we have a problem.
Oh, good. I was starting to worry this would be easy.
Calm down. What has happened?
The Warden has been captured.
What? How could this happen?
Never mind that. The question is how to free him. Calthrion will take him to Fort Draken. Getting inside will be no small feat.
You look like you've been dragged through 10 kinds of crap, friend. What did you do? Who calls that a crime? More like a public service. Still, they'll hang you for it. You think so, do you? Just one person assaulting Fort Draken. Good luck with that. Oh, which one? Sure. I'll just hold my breath, shall I?
And what are you supposed to be?
We, sir, are performers from the Antiva City Circus. The famous Broma Brothers. Surely you have heard of us.
You don't look like brothers.
How can you say that? Are your eyes failing? Look at us. We are twins. Not identical, of course, but twins, nonetheless.
I'm the pretty one.
Right. So what are you doing here?
We are here for the commander of this fine establishment. It is his birthday, no?
It's not the commander's birthday, is it?
Don't tell me you forgot! What kind of terrible man-at-arms are you? No doubt he is crashed. It is fortunate indeed that the Regent sent us to entertain him.
Well, wait over there. I'll get the captain. Never said anything about any circus freaks.
There. Not so difficult, was it?
Yeah, easy for you to say, elf. These clown pants are riding up something fierce.
All right, what's this about? We are the famous Broma Brothers of the Antiva City Circus. Surely you're expecting us. We have traveled here at great expense to perform here at the particular request of Teyrn Loghain.
Never heard of you.
What? Do you hear this, brother? What kind of uncivilized country is this? We have performed for archons and empresses.
And children and pets of all ages.
To have traveled such a distance as a personal favor to Loghain, only to be turned away at the door by some uncultured soldier? Unthinkable! Oh, for Andraste's sake, fine. Go perform in the main hall, I don't care. Why didn't I take the post at Lothering?
Perpetual sacrifice. Oh, I didn't see you standing there. May I help you?
I just wanted to make a donation for the chapel.
That's very kind of you. It's heartening to see some concern for the welfare of the condemned. Andraste bless you.
Be on your business.
How many went to Lothering?
I don't know. I heard they all but emptied the palace, though.
Think it'll be enough?
I don't know. Pray that it is.
We may want to rethink this.
It's just one officer, by a room full of guards, and a fortress full of them. What could go wrong?
State your business.
What are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing?
Nothing. Unless, being hot counts.
State your business, or I'll have you escorted out. State your business.
This is a crime.
What?
For a young woman in the prime of her life to waste away. I suppose there is some comfort in the knowledge that you sacrifice your youth and beauty, the best years of your life, for your kingdom, but it seems such a loss.
I hadn't really thought of it like that.
How noble! To sacrifice the pleasures of life so others might enjoy them. Your idealism is impressive.
You know, you're right. 3 Saturnalias in a row they've stuck me on barracks duty. 3! I'm going to live my life before it's too late. Let somebody else guard their stupid door.
And this is where we dispense with charm and subterfuge. And these guards will know we have no business here. Watch now. Intruders! Help me!
Die, mongrel!
Still here? Can't keep me down. come! On it. Okay.
Ah, my dear Warden. Did you miss me?
Thank the stone. You won't believe what they wanted me to do to get you out.
Yes.
Moving on. Thank you kindly, friend. I think I won't be waiting around if you don't mind.
What the?
The prisoner's escaping!
This is a nice estate, isn't it? What's on your mind? I will answer to the best of my ability. This is a nice estate, isn't it? What's on your mind? I a time, and perhaps I was wrong. There seems to be something special between the two of you. It doesn't happen often, but I see her smile to herself sometimes when she watches you. I think I was too harsh in my judgment before, and I am sorry. What you have may not last forever. Death and duty may part you, but love's worthiness is not diminished because of that. I should have seen this before. Instead, you learn to cherish every precious moment that you spend together, knowing that it may be the last. And for those of us watching, well, It brings warmth to these old bones to know that something so beautiful can be found in the midst of chaos and strife.
I hope all the accommodations are to your liking, Warden. Please let me know if anything is troubling you.
This is a nice change from having to sleep in the woods, isn't it? Looking for little old me? Yes? What's on your mind? Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think. Which one? Andraste was the Maker's chosen. The Maker had long since abandoned the world when the sound of her singing turned his ear. Beauty, grace, and wisdom enraptured him, and he offered to take her from this flawed world to become his divine bride. But Andraste had an earthly husband and would not forsake him. Instead, she beseeched the Maker to return to his people once more. So earnest was her plea that the Maker was moved and promised that he would create a paradise on earth if all abandoned their false gods and turned once more to him. And this is why Andraste began her exalted march on the idolaters of the Tevinter Imperium. The Maker granted her his powers with which to smite her enemies. Andraste brought the Imperium to its knees, and her victories converted many to the worship of the Maker. Alas, it was the frailties of men that betrayed and killed Andraste. Her earthly husband, Maferath, a chieftain of the Alamari tribes himself, grew jealous as his wife's popularity and influence overshadowed his own. She was also revered as the Maker's betrothed, and Maferath began to see their own bond waning in significance as Andraste became ever more devoted to the Maker. Out of envy and spite, Maferath made a pact with the Archon Hessarian of Tevinter, allowing his beloved Andraste to be ambushed and captured. Andraste was burned at the stake in Minrathous, the capital of Tevinter. The Tevinter Chantry claims that in Andraste's last moments, Hessarian's heart softened, and he heard the voice of the Maker telling him to end her suffering. He plunged his sword into her heart, and as her blood washed over his hands, he became one of the faithful. Dissenters said that the Archon only converted because he could not stem the tide of Andraste's cult, and was forced to do so to stay in power. We will never know for sure.
You know, I could get to like this. The last time I came to Denerim, I stayed at an inn so filthy the bedbugs had fleas. What say you? By all means. Again? Well now, what might interest you, I wonder? Shall I describe the stages involved with Lanthrax poisoning? I watched a man go through all 7 once. Haha, you have rather macabre tastes, I see. I like that. Let's see, how about the largest battle I ever took part in? That would have been the slaughter of Prince Azrin. Did you hear of that down in these parts? Me? Not personally, but I did take part in the attack. Prince Azrin was 4th in line to the throne, you see. He started off as 11th, but worked his way up the old-fashioned method by inheriting control of an entire Crocel from his grandfather. After assassinating his way through the royal family, the king hired 3 other cells to take down Prince Azrin once and for all. I was in one of those cells. Antivan royalty is very much bound up in the Crows. You wouldn't want it run by a bunch of commoners, after all, would you? And this means they get involved in politics quite often. This particular fight nearly bankrupted the nation, I understand. It almost ended up putting a Crow on the throne, a commoner. But that's a whole different story. I played a very small part. My part in the entire battle was taken up trying to reach Princess Verina, who had thrown in with her brother. I killed about 11 of her guards personally before I got knocked out of a window. I landed in the river and nearly drowned. I was fished out by some urchins who robbed me blind. Made off with my boots, too. At least they didn't cut my throat. And that was my part in history. It's true. I live a charmed life. One of the prostitutes that raised me was a fortune teller. Said I wouldn't die young.